Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavi Bhiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha. We will be entering into the next chapter, chapter 25, Advice to Pandit Shashadhar. These are all tags, advice to Pandit Shashadhar. It is just a tag, but it is meant for us. Every bit of the word, when you read scriptures, whether Bhagavad Gita or Upanishads or Puranas or Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, always we have to take every word as being told to me and not to the particular person to whom God is talking. Scriptures are giving. It is to be individualized because they are only nimitta. The knowledge is being carried down. Generations after generation, God wants the whole generation to be benefited by His words and by His incarnation. So it is meant for us. The generation is going to come. The same cycle they are moving about from here, so many millions of lives passing through various species. We are moving. God wants us to evolve now. The time has come. And whose time has come to evolve instead of going in the merry-go-round of the samsara, in whose life the evolutionary process has begun. They alone come to read the scriptures. So when we come to read the scriptures, then we must immediately understand that by God's grace, I have finished the world. Whatever small amount of karmic load is there, let us work out. But let me devote my time to evolution along with doing all the duties of life. So with that understanding, we begin always. What is Lord is telling to me? In Bhagavad Gita, what Lord is telling to Arjuna is immaterial to us. He was telling to Arjuna, just making him a nimitta, an occasion only. And it was meant for the generations and generations in which we are there now. We have been moving, how many times we might have come into the same generation, human generation, without paying attention to the Lord's words. This life, we have been blessed to just peep into the scriptures, somewhere something. And this is the moment that we must wake up to the realities of life and finish off our journey to the eternal. Monday, June 30th, 1884. Sri Ramakrishna was in his room, sitting on a mat spread on the floor. Pandit Shashadhar and a few devotees were with him on the mat. Shashadhar has come to Dakshineshwar, where Sri Ramakrishna is staying. Few devotees were with him on the mat, and the rest sat on the bare floor. Surendra, Baburam M., Harish, Latu, Hazra, and others were present. It was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Sri Ramakrishna had met Pandit Shashadhar 6 days before in Calcutta. When he had been to Calcutta, he meets him there. Now the Pandit had come to Dakshineshwar to visit the master. Bhudhar Chattopadhyaya and his elder brother, the Pandit's hosts, were with him. Along with the Pandit, Pandit's host also had come and they are with him. The Pandit was a follower of the path of Jnanapatha. The master was explaining him this path, scriptures, the path to God, taking the path of Jnana, various paths like Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, so many yogas are there. The various paths leading to the same end. Yes, Sri Ramakrishna started explaining him about the Jnanapath because he belongs to that. He said, Nitya and Leela are the two aspects of one and the same reality. He who is the indivisible Sachidananda has assumed different forms for the sake of his Leela. As he described the nature of the ultimate reality, the master every now and then became unconscious in Samadhi. Nitya refers to the eternal unchanging reality in which the relative is called the absolute existence, unchanging eternal reality, infinite existence. There is no space and time. It is beyond space and time. Space and time appear in the absolute and disappear time and again. So the whole relative existence, the absolute existence, the universes are called relative existence because there is time and space. Time, space, and causation. Causation brings the law of cause and effect. So time, space, and causation. Three are the main principles on which the whole universe is standing. There is time. Time is registered by constant changes. The whole universe is a constantly changing flux. It's constantly changing. Every moment it is changing. I am changing every moment. I am keeping slowly, I am moving towards my end. I began at birth and I am slowly moving. Everything, my body has changed from womb, mother's womb, how the body has changed. Every moment it is changing. The whole universe, everything, every being is changing. Every plant and tree, the whole cosmic existence is constantly changing flux. Because time registers change. If there is no change, there is no time. If there is no time, there is no change. Then space, infinite existence, in which the millions of varieties of objects are existing, not one or two. Multitude of existence is there in this universe. We can see how many varieties, how many things, how many species, countless. So this multitude is there because space is there, space is infinite, and within that various planes of existence, we are able to see a small part of this creation, insignificant part, just like a huge thing and a small dot. What all, however big you can think of. Vast, 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 vast your mind can think of. It has limit. And with that vast thinking, can you compare a small dot? That's what we know about the universe. Various planes, Bhu, Bhu, Swa, Mahajana, Tapasatya, Atala, Vitala, Atala, Sutala, Vitala, all these planes, 14 planes of existence are there. How much to know? How many dimensions? How many planes of existence? How many layers within? Gross, subtle and causal. So there is no limit in vastness. When you enter each plane of existence, it is vast, vast, vast. As if everything is infinite. But whole thing is in one universe. So the knowledge of the absolute, nitya and constantly changing universe, Leela. Leela is one of the aspects of God as universe. And again his Leela continues. As indweller in all, his Leela again continues. As the avatara, incarnation of God. Various ways he does the Leela. Nitya is unchanging, eternal. Nitya Leela are the two aspects of the one and same reality. The same is appearing as universe, the same is appearing as the absolute. He who is indivisible Sachidananda has assumed different forms for the sake of Leela. Just like in dream, one mind is becoming a universe itself. When you wake up, there is only one mind. One mind has taken each form in the dream world. The whole dream world, you see so many things in a space like this. Animals and plants, same way, houses, all this you see in dream, it is only mind. Mind has become like that, you are appearing as the universe. When you wake up, all collapses back into the mind alone with it, like that this universe. God alone is there and is appearing in multiple, no difference. He who is indivisible Sachidananda has assumed different forms for the sake of his Leela, divine play. Leela means divine play. As he described the nature, why do we call this divine play? Is play of the reality, unchanging reality is appearing as changing. It's appearing. Just like in dream, it is a play of mind. Play of mind. Mind is appearing as that, again it dissolves. If you just identify you are there in dream, dream ends, there is nothing. It was play of mind. Mind, play of mind. Like the play of God. In play of mind, my dream world is appearing. All objects moving. Life is there. So many living beings you see. Your own people you will be talking to in dream world. Everything is mind alone. Mind's play is going on. Here, divine play is going on. God is playing in with so many innumerable aspects, objects. So many living beings. A play is going on. That is why we call it divine play, Leela. For the sake of his Leela. As he described the nature of the ultimate reality, the master now and then became unconscious in the samadhi. While he talked, he was intoxicated with spiritual fervor. He said to Pundit, "My dear, Brahman is immutable and immovable like Mount Sumeru. She said to Pundit, my dear, Brahman is immutable. Immutable means it cannot be changed. Its existence cannot be changed, deformed. Now, I have a piece of paper in my hand. I mutilate it. I just do like this, it has changed completely. To regain its form, it becomes difficult. Mutilate. It is immutable. It cannot be mutilated. And immovable, because there is no space. Space is there, time is there, then there is space-time continuum must be there for things to move. Space move means one place to another. There is time consuming. Time, space, continuum, we use the term because they go together always. Space and time move together. There cannot be space without time and time without space. If this time without space and space without time is there is no movement. Everything is still. So, how we use the term space, time, continuum in that movements. It is neither space is there nor time is there. So it is immutable and unchanging. The movement is not there. Immovable and immutable. Like Mount Sumeru. Nobody can change its shape and faces, nor it moves. When we enter into inner world, after traveling, turning inward and taking up the inner journey, we leave the body, we enter into new dimensions. We enter into space of mind. We go past the Annamaya Kosha. The moment you pass the Annamaya, whole bodily existence become. You are not aware of the body, but you can hear the external sound. How far is my body? Where is my body? We will not know. But we will know this much. So I am hearing sound. Some people are talking there, here, there. Only my existence I am not. Annamaya have crossed. Bodily existence have crossed. And when I cross the Pranamaya consists of Pranamaya, energy level. Energy level consists of movements, bodily movements. It's Karmendriya. Pancha Karmendriya, 5 organs of action, and then the energy which is maintaining the movements of the hands, feet and all. 5 organs of action and energy maintaining it or making it move. It's called Pranamaya Kosha. After that, we enter into another dimension, mind. Each time when we are entering, when we have transcended the bodily existence, we don't know how far is my body. If you open the eyes, you will see all things. But only body awareness and identity is not there. But you can see and identify. This is bodily existence. And then from there, from bodily existence, when you enter into pranic existence, you will be hearing sound, but you will not be knowing how far and how big is your body. From there, when you enter, as you are entering into Manomaya Kosha, space of mind, slowly the sounds start becoming dim and dim. The people sitting and talking next to you, you'll be hearing as if from far off a dim sound is coming somewhere. Then when totally the external sound completely stops, you have entered into Manomaya kosha, the space of mind. In that, you just like you identify with physical body, I am this body. And when you leave and enter into meditation, when you enter into Manomaya kosha, I am the mind. In me, I am the mind. Oh, so vast I am. My boundary is breaking down of mind. It was limited to my bodily existence, my mind. But now, mind has expanded to vast limits. Oh, I am so vast. In me, one by one thought is coming and disappearing. One thought comes, and slowly, by the time it disappears, another thought is coming. We call it manovrittis. The manovrittis are happening in me as mind. What would be the experience you see? You have become ocean, and waves are your part itself is moving as wave. Suppose you are ocean, you see your ocean, and some parts are moving about. One by one wave is coming and going, which is nothing but you. You are the ocean. Like that, here you are the mind, you are the vrittis are appearing and going within you. That experience of how it will be now crossing that is first time you are entering into the space of consciousness, Chidakasha, Chaitanya, space of consciousness. Now you are transcending the mind, you are leaving the mind and going ahead. So you see, after just entering into that Vijnanamaya kosha, just before you are entering, your space of mind, where you are the mind, is just coming to an end because of your depth of meditation. You are still going deep, still going deep. So you at the door where the space of mind is ending and the Vijnanamaya kosha is going to begin. As you now in mind, all four types of waves are coming and going. Sound is coming, smell is coming. All five senses can work and see. But when you are entering into Vijnanamaya kosha, first at the door you see absolute stillness. There is beautiful ananda, absolute peace, stillness and peace. Shanti. Shanti, not of inactivity, but of the bliss of existence. Now hear this inner stillness and inner silence. That it is content is bliss and peace. Inner silence and then look at that inner silence, vast, but inner silence and stillness. There is no movement. Now you can imagine what is meant by like Meru Parvata, Meru mountain. If Sri Ramakrishna is telling, it will be, the infinite will be, just it's a glimpse, you are at the door, at the gate of Chaitanya. And that stillness you can imagine. Absolute stillness. And that stillness is what counts now. This is Meru, silence, no movement. Silence, no movement, infinite. And how that stillness comes into that aspect of no movement, no mutilation. It is immutilate, immutable and immovable. Here we experience first time what is that immutable and immovable, when you are entering into Vijnanamaya Kosha. Then you enter the space of consciousness. Gate is that immovable and immutable. From there, when you enter, it's an ocean of Ananda, ocean of joy, Ananda, ocean of love, ocean of peace. It's the inner content. In Samadhi, describe ultimate reality became as he described the nature of the reality. Sri Ramakrishna is telling to Shashadhar, my dear sir, Brahman is immutable and immovable like Mount Sumeru. But he who is immovable can also move because it is conscious. It is immovable, but it can move because Shakti is, when it is immovable, when we call it Brahman, the ultimate reality, the Shakti has become latent in it. The latent energy, because of it, there is no movement and it is immutable. Now, this state, you imagine how it would be. But he who is immovable can also move. Because the energy, the Shakti, which is associated with it, has dissolved as if, and there is only Shuddha Chaitanya, the ocean, immovable ocean of bliss, eternal, unchanging reality. It will be. It is Ananda Sagar, Satchidananda exists, it exists, Sat, Chitta, it is conscious, and Ananda. Because it is conscious, it can move. It is consciousness itself. The conscious, wherever there is consciousness, there are three powers always. Ichcha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. It is not moving, but it can move. Ichcha Shakti must be there, is there. Kriya Shakti, to move is there. Ichcha Shakti is there, to activate motion. And Ichcha Shakti, Jnana Shakti. How to manifest, how not to. Just like a snake is just lying in coiled, it is lying as if, suppose it is asleep. Now, it can move. It is not moving. It can move. Like that. Master was in ecstasy. He began to sing in his melodious voice. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.